Hi, I'm Eric Lanask here at the IT Expo Miami 2013, and I'm talking with BlackBerry's John Cash today. John, great to have you. Thanks for being here in Miami with us.
Great, thanks for the invitation. Pleasure to be here.
So, let's cut right to it. Really exciting time for BlackBerry. First and foremost, I guess we're calling you BlackBerry now.
Yes, you are. Exciting change for us. Really representative of really the new era in our company, the new platform that we're launching with the BlackBerry Z10 device, and we're just really excited about what we see for us in the future.
What does the name change mean to the rest of the market? Most people probably equated RIM with BlackBerry anyway.
Well, I think that's probably true, but I think also what it says is we literally are a new company with a new platform, and really we're one company and one brand, and I think that's an important statement to the market.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Speaking of the new brand and the new platform, let's talk about BlackBerry 10. What are some of the new things that we can look forward to?
Wow. Well, thank you for introducing the topic, because I love to talk about BlackBerry 10. You know, this is just an exciting revolution for us. I mean, I guess if I could just show you a couple of things about the phone. You know, one thing is that all of the navigation is completely touch-based here on the Z10. And we have this feature that we call peek, if you will, so you can peek from any application into your hub. So that's another new term for us. Your hub is where all of your communication flows to, and it's essentially a combination of all of your personal email, work email, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. But the great thing about it is that with our with kind of the accompanying backend solution, BEZ10, your BlackBerry essentially has two file systems in it. So one for work and one for personal, and I can easily switch back and forth between the two, very easily and simply through just a simple pull down gesture. And when I lock the work partition, all of my work data is locked at that point, and essentially I wouldn't have access to it. Like if I wanted to hand this device to you as an example and have you play around on it, you don't have access to anything that's in my work partition. So that's important for organizations that want to manage their data, but enable really a free and open experience on the personal side of the device. So it really makes it really an ideal device for the BYOD model that we see developing in enterprises.
Well, right, and that's always been one of the big questions with BYOD, with mobility in general, but once BYOD really became a hot topic, how do you differentiate between that personal and that enterprise data information, you got privacy, security questions, so that obviously, yes, you're right, that does start to get to the heart of that matter. The other thing that it really helps is, it's a huge benefit for somebody like BlackBerry who's got that huge existing enterprise install base.
We certainly do, and as you know, we are installed in most organizations. Frankly, 90+% of the Fortune 2000 organizations have BlackBerry, and many other organizations as well. So we're excited about that, and that actually gives us a great launching pad for BEZ10 because as you know, we support our existing BlackBerries with BEZ5, our BlackBerry 10 devices with BEZ10, as well as management and connectivity to the enterprise for iOS and Android devices as well. And that's an exciting evolution that we're really embracing the needs of organizations to really begin to manage their diverse population of devices from a single platform. And that really differentiates us from really anyone else in the market, frankly. There's no other solution that can manage all of your mobile devices from a single platform like BEZ10. So we're very excited about that product and capability as well.
Now, BEZ10 also delivers to the enterprise the differentiated personas that you were referencing, right?
Absolutely. So on the BlackBerry 10 device, as well as on iOS and Android devices through our available secure Workspace option. So that essentially will enable iOS and Android devices to have a secure workspace to run applications in and then connect back to the enterprise through RIM's network. So we're excited about that evolution as well.
Why was it important for BlackBerry to enable that kind of integration with iOS and with Android?
Well, I think it's important because it's a recognition of the fact that this is not a single platform world anymore. This is in effect, a multi-platform world, and whether that's people bring their own device or an organization develops standards that encompass multiple device platforms, that is the world that we live in. Now, having said that, we have a very differentiated platform with BlackBerry 10 because, as I was talking before about the balance features, we are still the only platform that can enable a seamless experience of both work and personal data, and make it very seamless and easy for the end user. And what I mean by that basically is, even though I have a work and personal file system in this device, I have one email application, one calendar application, one contact application that spans both work and personal, so I don't have to worry about different apps, needing to go into a work contacts application to collaborate with work people that's not integrated with my personal contacts that I have stored natively on the phone. Those are some of the issues that you run into with other platforms, and we effectively solve that with our balance. Now, with our secure workspace option for iOS and Android, we're going to offer that, and it's going to be a great solution that will really improve an organization's ability to effectively manage and deploy those devices. But we're still going to be differentiated with the seamlessness of the balance experience on BlackBerry 10.
So you talked about multiple personas, multiple operating systems. We're certainly not even in a single device era anymore. People have got multiple devices. Not. So you got a smartphone, you got a tablet. What does BlackBerry 10 mean for the Playbook?
Sure. Well, so Playbook's a great offering, and an awful lot of the innovation that exists on BlackBerry 10 was first introduced in the Playbook. A lot of the fundamental OS, the fundamental OS is the same actually, and we'll be bringing the BlackBerry 10 enhancements to the Playbook in the future as well. So we're excited about that. So I think what it means is we'll now have a common OS platform among both our smartphone and our tablet. We'll continue the ability of our Bridge application to connect to the tablet and enable functionality. So, for example, one great thing I can do with this BlackBerry, with this Z10 device now, is effectively use it as a remote control for my Playbook. So, if I'm watching video content on my Playbook, I have it plugged into my screen at home. I can essentially sit on my couch and use this as the remote control for my tablet, which is, obviously the way people like to operate, rather than having to have a 20-foot HDMI cable, which most of us don't have. I know I don't, to plug into the TV and bring the tablet to the couch. So that's just one everyday example. I think that there's going to be a lot of synergy between this platform and the Playbook, which will, I think, really reinvigorate interest in our tablet form factor as well.
Well, if nothing else, you've now got two devices that are different form factors, but similar in terms of look and feel and interface.
Literally the same platform
right.
Underneath both of them. Yep.
So, you mentioned this particular model. What about the folks out there who still do like the physical QWERTY keyboard?
Yeah, there certainly are those, and we have a very loyal following. And I hear from our customers all the time that they're excited about this device, but they really love the physical keyboard. So we will have that as well, and that will be available. So we'll have, essentially, we've announced two basic models, the Z10, so this is the full touch, and the Q10, which I don't happen to have one with me today, but it will effectively be a full QWERTY keyboard factor device, and that will be coming later this year.
With the same feature set?
Same feature set, same software, same everything, different form factor with having a physical keyboard.
So with the introduction of BlackBerry 10, with the name change to BlackBerry, does this quiet all the naysayers out there about the future of BlackBerry or the future of the former RIM?
Well, it certainly, I think, gives them a lot to think about. Let's put it that way. It's interesting. We will all continue to have our critics, and critics are good because they spur us on to improve. And to that end, we're going to continue to keep innovating. You'll see a lot more from us. This is a starting point. It's certainly not an ending point for our organization, and we just look forward to what's coming next.
So, John, you've been using and playing with the new device and the new platform for a little while. Is this something that users are going to get excited about?
Oh, I think so. You can tell just from the response we've had at this show. The booth that we've had has literally, when the show opened, we had the aisle blocked. I was afraid the fire marshal might come and say something to us because there was just such an incredible level of interest in the device, people wanting to get their hands on and see it. If we went down to the floor right now, you'd probably see that it's much the same way. When I left to come do this interview, there were 3 or 4 people deep wanting to talk with us about the device, and I literally had to talk while I was walking out of the show floor to get here on time for the interview with some fellas. So, you know, we're really excited about this. There's a ton of interest, and I'm personally just very encouraged by the reception we've had here.
That's great news. John, thank you so much for joining me on the program here. We're very happy at TMC to have been a part of this exciting day.
Excellent.
For RIM.
Thank you, Eric.
For BlackBerry.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.